The foolish trees. Long ago, trees could talk. One day, they were having an angry discussion. A fir tree said, "All the animals come and rest under us and dirty the area." The pine tree said angrily, "Let us teach them a lesson that they will not forget." A wise old banyan tree said, "Calm down, my friend. You will fall into trouble if the animals go away." But the pine tree was adamant. The other trees also agreed with it. So when the animals came there, the trees moved so fiercely that all the animals got frightened and ran away. The trees were very happy. They enjoyed the calm and serene atmosphere. But there was trouble ahead. Suddenly, two woodcutters approached the trees. One said to the other, "Finally, there are no animals here. Now we can easily cut the trees." The other replied, "Yes, my friend." Saying so, they started chopping the pine tree. The other trees could only watch in despair. The turtle who opened his mouth. A turtle and two geese were great friends. One day, one of the geese said to the turtle, "We are going to our homeland tomorrow. Will you come with us?" The turtle said, "I cannot fly like you." The goose said, "Do not worry, we have a plan." The geese brought a stick. They held the ends of it. Then they said to the turtle, "Take the middle of the stick in your mouth. Keep holding it and do not open your mouth." The turtle agreed. Soon the geese were flying in the air with the turtle. Some children saw them and made fun of the turtle. The turtle could not keep quiet and opened his mouth to reply. As soon as he opened his mouth, he fell down and died. The geese mourned the loss of their friend and exclaimed, "If only he had not opened his mouth." The Ugly Prince. A king had no son, though he had 16,000 queens. Seeing his pain, one of the queens performed severe penances. God granted her two sons, one wise but ugly, and the other foolish but handsome. When the ugly prince came of age, his parents thought of marrying him off. They found a very beautiful princess for him. But they knew that no wise woman would marry their ugly son. So they told the princess that she could only see her husband after she had a child. One day, the princess insisting on seeing her husband. The queen showed her the younger son. The princess was happy to have such a handsome prince as her husband. But one day, as she was walking in the garden, the elder prince came up to her and said, "I am your husband." The princess was shocked and furious, for she had been tricked. She went back to her father. But the wise elder prince won her heart through his wisdom. The Sweet Figs. A kingdom was ruled by a very just and kind king. One day, the king went around his kingdom in disguise to see how the people were faring under his rule. While moving around, he came to a hermitage. An ascetic saw him and offered him some figs. The king found the figs very sweet in taste. The ascetic replied, "The fruits are sweet because the king is a wise ruler." The king was surprised by this answer. So he asked the ascetic, "What if the king was unjust? Would the figs lose their sweetness?" The ascetic replied, "Yes, if the king is unjust, not only the figs, but also the whole atmosphere loses its sweetness." The king returned to his palace. To test the ascetic's words, he started ruling his kingdom unjustly. After some days, he again went to the ascetic and tasted the figs. This time the figs were bitter. The king decided to rule justly and make the figs sweet again. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.